Hey everybody, Eddie Holloway from Just Another Guy podcast. How's everybody doing? Um, I haven't been on video for a while. I had a root canal that got infected and a lot of antibiotics, and now I'm doing good. I got one more root canal to do. I think they're just gonna pull the whole tooth and everything, and so take care of your teeth. Well, here we are. Uh, I already explained that I am uh, a Democrat turned independent. I wanted to be able to see both sides, Republican and Democrat side, and so I can make a balance in my life. Because if you're sticking to one side or one party, you know, because you might be in a form of like a gang. You have the Democratic Party, you're a Democrat, and you're always going to vote Democrat. And you don't want to do that. You really want to pick individuals out and who would be best for America. So that's how basically I wanted to judge things, as an individual, and as everybody should be able to distinguish between right and wrong and good and evil, because the political parties, they're so corrupt and bought and deep state and funded. These politicians are funded and donated by big corporations, and basically I feel that they're the ones who are really running the country. Now we have Donald Trump, who runs as a Republican, but I think that he's really an independent, but he chose one of the parties to help him in his campaign to be president. And here we are, 3 years into Joe Biden, and we had 3 years with Trump, minus the plandemic, I call it. So, I have to make a decision, especially coming up. Right now, our two candidates are Joe Biden and Donald J. Trump. And I have to pick, right now, if I had to choose or vote tomorrow, it would be Donald J. Trump. I go on that just on their presidencies and what they've done for the country. Now, Trump's been charged with 4 indictments. I think they're pretty weak. I think the Democrat Party has selected to try to lessen the name of Donald Trump again, and I see all the hate or the misinformation or all the memes about Donald Trump. I looked into Donald Trump and try to be on the outside looking in to see why everybody hated him so much. I mean, with the passion, with tears coming down people's eyes. And when I did my investigation on Trump and looked at both sides, NBC or MSNBC and CNN, Fox News, I kind of like the guy. I like what he did. I'm a businessman, not in Donald Trump's league, but he definitely ran the country as a business, which is really good. We always wanted to know what would happen if a businessman ran the country, and I think from now on it should only be a businessman. America is a business. As for politicians, they come in with a lot of fight, but then they get bought out. They want to stay in the system. They do whatever they can do to stay in without helping the people. And we forget our Constitution, which is backing the people, and our democracy, which I hear a lot. Well, we really have to look into what democracy is, and that's not having the government control the people. It's the other way around. We, the people. Yeah, it might be foolish to think that way. I've been in politics for 6 years only. And I never had to really pay attention because I always did my own thing. But being a business owner and having the government come in and affect my business, then I have to get involved. Now, I do envy the people that don't give a crap about it and they go along on their lives, but things are getting too serious. It's going beyond the United States, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, Bill Gates, Soros. They have their own agendas, which is not the people. All we want to do is raise a family, eat, work, and have fun. Those are the 3 or 4 basics of living a life in America. And I assume all around the world. But I noticed the memes and the hate that are coming from people, trying to discredit Donald J. Trump. And I think that Donald J. Trump is just getting more popular. Why is that? And I'm going to show you a little film here. Just to remind people what happened in 2015, 2016, basically 2016, of what people said about Donald Trump back then. And mind me, Donald Trump is the number 1 candidate right now, the most popular candidate to win the presidency in 2024. But let's go back a little bit and let's try to remember.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? But come on, buddy. All, let's say, cow poo-poo aside, there is 0 chance we'll be seeing you being sworn in on the Capitol steps with your hand on a giant golden Bible.
I'll make a prediction, though, for you. I don't really get into predictions much, but this one I'll go way out on a limb. Donald Trump will never, ever be president of the United States.
Donald Trump will never be elected president of the United States.
Donald Trump is a here today, gone tomorrow candidate for president of the United States. Donald Trump is not going to be president of the United States. Ever respectful of the fact that the people have not voted, he's not going to be president of the United States.
Let's be clear. Donald Trump will lose the election.
I mean, he had a really good chance to be different and really have a chance to change things, but he doesn't do the work. He's lazy.
We talk about him every day, and we continuously bash him.
He's not going to be the president. Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it.
Wake-up call to the Republican Party. Despite Boris thinking that Donald Trump could win New York, the presidential race is over.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
Our new NBC News Survey Monkey poll is out today. It puts Hillary Clinton up by 10 points over Donald Trump. And this is not the first poll since the conventions to give Clinton a double-digit lead. This is actually the fourth. 4 polls that have Clinton up by more than 10 points, or at least
they had her winning.
Together, all she needs
but I think it was a narrative more than the truth.
Well, for them to look at fortune, and it is true, fortune favors the bold. Yeah. But if the Comey bomb didn't get them where they need to be,
that really is the question, right?
It's it'll be interesting tomorrow night, I think, when Hillary Clinton wins, that Donald Trump will have lost this election from the very first day he announced.
If the numbers bear out what we're seeing thus far, Hillary Clinton will win Florida. And the delicious irony in this is that Donald Trump will have been kept from the White House by a big, beautiful brown wall.
They had the black vote and the Latino
CNN
vote
projects Donald
on
Trump
the Democratic
will carry
side.
the state of Florida, Kentucky, Indiana, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas, with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes. North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas. He has now taken the lead. Donald Trump has 128 electoral votes.
And I was watching CNN
the state of Montana, Missouri,
with Jimmy Dore.
Ohio. He has 167 electoral votes compared to Hillary Clinton's 109. Idaho, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona.
But we should really just take a moment here and look at this. Pollsters predicted that Hillary Clinton was going to have not just a victory, but that she was going to win an electoral landslide. Not only is that not happening, it is entirely possible that Donald Trump is truly redrawing the map the way that he said he was going to. It was Donald Trump versus almost all of the experts, and as of right now, it looks like Donald Trump was right.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business. Complicated.
He was right about a lot of things.
The outcome we wanted, or we worked so hard for, and I'm
sore
sorry
loser
that
here.
we did not win this election.
I love this country.
The shockwaves from Donald Trump's victory continue to be felt across America
Especially
and around the
with
world.
Hillary
Everyone was wrong.
Clinton.
The backlash begins.
And Hillary started 2 backlashes, 2 Russian hoax.
Newsweek had already shipped out this cover, Madam Secretary, but quickly had to change it to this, President Trump.
I hope you guys, look at both sides, good and bad. I mean, there were some good Democrats, Tulsi Gabbard, Manchin. Can't really think of anybody else, but even Tulsi left the Democratic Party to go independent. And Manchin's thinking of going Republican. So why everybody jumping ship, don't know. But all I know is that America, the economy, and we need to improve on it. And Joe Biden doesn't know how. So from Just Another Guy podcast, Eddie Holloway out.